here today?
I was really impressed just getting to listen to Tim and Kayla about this business that they've created, about a tradition that they followed that is, it's rooted in the history of New England, New Hampshire, and Maine. It's part of Tim's life and is something that used to distinguish this area, these independent, small businesses, fishermen and fisherwomen, who are now a vanishing breed. And what he told me is he's one of, if not the last, fishing in this way. And he explained to me a little bit about why that's the case, about the industrialization of this, the influence of corporations, the ability of hedge funds to invest in these giant leases, and how he has to pay 20-30% of his catch in order to be able to fish there, and very often he's working on the narrowest of margins. And he said really he's one accident or one mishap or one piece of equipment breaking from just not being able to make it anymore. And so you can tell that he loves doing this, and it's fundamental to who he is. I asked him what he did on vacation. He says, I go fishing when I'm on vacation. And you can just tell the pride that he has, and you can also see how hard it is. He says midnight tonight, after taking us around and maybe having a little bit of downtime, he's going to be heading out, and he'll be out for 3 days, may or may not get any sleep, and has to catch as much as he can, using an older, really non-industrial method to do that. I learned something about his life, his way of life, this business, and the need to change these conditions within which he has to work, or to see his business be lost forever. Maybe that way of life be lost forever. So really made an impact on me to be able to be with him and Kayla and go out with them on their boat today.
How does it make you feel, from somebody that's not from this part of the country, to be out here to see this spectacular view on a Sunday morning?
Yeah.
How does it make you feel to be out here, and how does it make you feel to learn a little bit about the stories of these hard-working men and women that are on the ocean?
Yeah, first of all, I don't know that I have words to describe the impression that this makes on me. It's just gorgeous. I mean, we've got the sun coming up over here. Such a beautiful day, no wind, really calm, and just taking that all in. I come from the desert Southwest and from the mountains, so a completely different part of this country, a different part of the world. So this is it's just fantastic to be out here, and really just to take it all in visually, and then to be listening to Tim and Kayla, to hear about their life. To meet Tim's son right now, 7-year-old, I've got an 8-year-old, and his 7-year-old comes scampering onto the boat just as we're docking. It reminded me of my kids, and how this is the life that Paxton's growing up into, and how my kids are growing up into a little bit of a different life where we are in El Paso, Texas. But it's gorgeous, and I would love for more of our fellow Americans to see this, and also to see that this way of life is being threatened right now, and that it's not just going to fix itself, and it's the way that government is at least intended to respond to this. No one person, Tim on his own, can't do this by himself. He needs all of us to be aware of what's happening, all of us to reach out to our members of Congress and make them aware of the regulations and the rules and the economic incentives that make it really hard, almost impossible for him to continue. He needs that to change if he's going to be okay, and really by extension, because we're all connected, if we as a country are going to be okay. Really glad I met him, and fully support what he and Kayla and the Fishmongers here are doing, and they're about to feed us fish tacos, which I'm super excited about. It's going to be good.
Thank you
so much.
We really appreciate spending the morning with you today.
Of course.